program that randomly selects. I'll cycle through them all. It's kind of cool looking, and it will pop up with a random team. And basically, you have to create a starting five. With that, I guess, sort of situation. You have to pick the one player from every team it picks. There's 5 teams, 5 random picks, 5 players. Create a 5-man lineup. It's pretty cool. Sometimes you get stuck with, say you took Damian Lillard, but now the Warriors pop up and you can't really take Steph. I guess you could, technically. Or Kevin Durant and LeBron, you got this sort of like, or Jokic and Embiid, you have to sort of pick between the two. You can pick between those type of teams that pop up randomly. So hopefully it doesn't happen with us. Or you get a team like the Thunder, which no offense to the Thunder. Besides Shea, they don't really have anyone other than him you would want on a sort of a really good team. So it would be really fun, really interesting. Hopefully we can get a couple of good lineups in. I'm probably going to do 2 or 3 of them. So sit back, relax, lie down, like the video if you like the video. Subscribe to the channel, obviously. With that being said, let's jump right into tonight's video. Okay, my last video, I sort of go more into detail on how to do this, but I'll do like a sort of quick way to do it. I know some people even asked in the video how I did this. It's literally shown in the video. You basically go to the Instagram app. You go to, post a picture on your Instagram story. And the same way Snapchat is, there are a couple of filters you can choose from. And with these filters, there's one you can just go to the search bar that's swiping all the way to the right on your filters. There's a little magnifying glass. You type in the little search bar, and I think it's like my NBA team. What's it called? It's your NBA team. That's what the filter is called. You type that in, and it's the first one that pops up. So right here, I have it on me. Last time I just showed you the picture of the team I got. This time I'm going to try to record this phone and try to put it on that phone somehow. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do it, but we're going to see if I can get it done. Maybe it'll be a little bit more interactive for you guys to see it visually than just a picture of like what team I got. So with that being said, we have our first team right now. I'm terrified. Well, not really. Usually the first team is really pretty easy because you could pick any player, and obviously there's always a good player on every team, even though some teams are bad, but there's still usually always a good player on a team. So here we go. The first team we have here that we're going to be picking from is the Sacramento Kings. Okay. With the Sacramento Kings, man, you got De'Aaron. That's probably our best bet. Now again, there are a plethora of great guards that I would probably rather take than De'Aaron. I mean, the point guard position is so stacked in this generation of NBA players, but I'm not going to pick Buddy Hield. I'm not going to pick Bagley. Yeah, I think I just have to take De'Aaron Fox. So, point guard, I have De'Aaron Fox. Now, with that being said, I just do the filter again and see what other team I get randomly. So, we already have De'Aaron. Let's see the next player we get. Portland. Exactly what I was saying. Dang, man. That one really messed us up. I'm gonna probably act or sound sort of stupid with this pick, but obviously I'm taking Damian. I mean, I know I just picked up De'Aaron Fox for my point guard, but honestly, Damian Lillard as a shooting guard, not that bad of an idea. He obviously is an amazing scorer. I don't know if you guys have noticed that recently. Damian's been very much going off. Very proud of my boy Damian. I'm actually wearing a Damian Lillard shirt right now. It's like kind of funny, but I think he'd play fine as a 2 guard. I mean, sure, Damian can definitely run an offense. So can De'Aaron, but 2 very different players and play styles. So it would be weird to see how they would fit together on a team. But I mean, I'm sure if you put Damian alongside any player, it'd be great. I mean, De'Aaron doesn't really need the ball in his hand a whole lot. Plus, he's an okay perimeter defender, very fast, very capable player as well. So, not a bad backcourt, De'Aaron Fox and Damian Lillard. But now we come into the sort of area where we cannot get any more teams with good guards. If we get like a Phoenix Suns team, that's kind of risky because obviously with Chris Paul and De'Aaron and Devin Booker, we'd have to take an Ayton type player. So let's hope this next player isn't that. Team number 3, player number 3. Let's see who it is. We have Damian, De'Aaron. Simmons right now. I mean, but Joel Embiid is playing so well this year. It's absolutely crazy. I mean, I could just take Ben Simmons and put him at the 4 because the power forward position is probably the weakest position in the entire NBA. And I would have a set pretty good power forward and then just try to bet on getting a good center. Like, if I snag a Nuggets team, I don't do duplicates. I will say that right now. I don't do dupes. If I do get a duplicate team, I'll redo it, obviously, just for content purposes. I want different teams, different players, different names, things like that, so keep that in mind. But Joel Embiid is just too good. I think I have to take Joel Embiid. The dude's averaging like nearly 30 points per game, like 15 rebounds, great on defense, especially when he's healthy now this year, knocking on wood. 10 million times for that boy for being healthy this year. He's doing really good this year. I got De'Aaron, I got Dame at the 2. Big man, Joel Embiid in the middle can play a great pick and roll game with those two guards. My God, he's gonna be killing them for sure. Let's see, the fourth selection. Okay, we need a power forward, or just we need a forward on any team. So the forward position is pretty deep. We're gonna have to see what we can get. Let's see, the forward position we get is the Detroit Pistons. Okay, you know what? I think we had Jeremy Grant in my last video, which kind of sucks. I wanted to get some new players, new names, new people, but Jeremy Green at the 4. I really would have liked a more stretch 4 type player because we already have De'Aaron and Dame who are very ball dominant players. Same thing with Joel Embiid, a very ball dominant center. But I think Jeremy Grant is a decent defender for a forward for the forward position. Is a crafty scorer. I think he scored 40 points this year. One time, I think, for Detroit. He's playing pretty well for them. So I'm obviously going to pick him. But not really the best case scenario for my team. This first team is pretty wonky, I'm not going to lie. That's why I'm trying to get there kind of fast because it's definitely nothing to be proud of for sure. And now we're on to the last team. Ladies and gentlemen, please leave a like on the video for some luck. We need a good small forward because I'm definitely having Jeremy Grant at the power forward position. I don't really like him at the small forward position, so let's hope for a good small forward here. Also, sorry if you can hear my neighbors upstairs. They're being extremely loud right now. Oh my God. Yeah, so we actually do end up getting the Lakers. Thank God. That's good. Definitely very good. I'm definitely saving that clip. I'm taking LeBron James. I mean, I don't know what else you want me to say. So we got De'Aaron Fox at the point guard, Damian at the shooting guard. We got LeBron. We got Jeremy Grant. And then Joel Embiid. That's okay. That's definitely very okay. I don't know how well that team's going to mesh together, but it's just the best team I could put together. I think the backcourt is fine. I think Damian being more of the off guard would be better for the team, having De'Aaron be the more ball dominant playmaker, and then Dame just scoring as many points as he can. Then you have LeBron playing on the ball as well, being a really good point forward. Jeremy Grant sort of just being the odd man out, being the sort of defender. If he could just sit in the wing, I wonder how actually good he is for 3-4 positions. I'm not really entirely sure. And then we also obviously have Joel Embiid, an MVP candidate himself. Very, very, very good inside presence. So I think I really do like this team. It's not bad. I definitely could have been very much screwed over in that last section of the team builder. Jeremy Grant right now is averaging 24 points per game. Only 5 rebounds, so not the greatest for a power forward, but he's shooting 38% from 3. Okay, I was mistaken on him not being a great 3-point shooter. Well, he's averaging about 3 a game, making about 6 a game, so pretty meh. That's fine. I'll take that for sure. So Jeremy Grant at the 4 being a sort of a stretch player. Joel Embiid. I actually really like this team. Could it be better? Yes, but I'm taking it for the first team. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are on to team number 2. Team number 1, pretty okay. Obviously, LeBron, Lillard, Embiid, sort of the front runners, with De'Aaron and Jeremy Grant being sort of the supporting cast, I could say. But team number 2, let's really try to get off to a better start. I think the Kings won. No offense to De'Aaron, and then the second pick with Damian, that really hurt us a lot. So you'll see how in this team building scenario, it's actually kind of difficult when you're trying to plan out your teams and things like that. So let's hope this first selection is very nice. Let's see Siakam has not dipped down very much, but definitely not the sort of big time play we were expecting Pascal Siakam to have this year. As for a power forward, he's not bad. He's averaging 20 points per game, 7.8 rebounds. He's definitely getting back into sort of normality of Pascal Siakam, but Fred VanVleet's averaging 20 points per game, nearly 7 assists, is also playing pretty well. But I'm going to take Pascal. I'm going to take Spicy P. I think at the 4 position, he's pretty up there in power forwards. I mean, like I said, it's not a very deep sort of, definitely, those Giannis and Katie. I think Katie plays the 4 now. Obviously, Tatum, I think Tatum plays the 4, so it's definitely very top heavy at the 4, but you trickle down a little bit, so nothing too crazy. So, for a power forward, I think Pascal's actually a pretty good pick up there. So, first pick, Pascal Siakam. Not too terrible. I usually try to pick players early on in my draft, being very, flip-floppy players. I could play them at the 3 or the 4, or either guard position or a power forward center. For Siakam, he's definitely just a power forward. I really wouldn't want him to be a small forward for my team, but team number 2. Let's see what we can get. Hopefully not a duplicate. If it is a dupe, I will re-roll, I guess. Oh my god, the Washington Wizards. I think I got the Wizards in my last video. And for the 2 guard position is kind of like the power forward position. It's very top heavy, but after you get down a little bit in some teams, it's not the greatest position like it used to be in like the 90s to early 2000s. The 2 guard position was stacked, but now it's pretty good or very flooded with a lot of sort of small forward type players, or even point guard type players mostly. I mean, Colin Sexton is a shooting guard. There's players like, CJ McCollum, who's like a 6'3" guard who plays like a shooting guard but could be a point guard. So a lot of players like that. So I'm obviously going to take Bradley Beal. He's probably, besides James Harden and Klay Thompson, a small handful of players, he's one of the best in the league for sure. Great scorer. As of right now, I need a go-to scorer, and I think obviously that's not going to be Siakam, so I think Bradley Beal being a very good option as maybe even the top guy. We'll see how the rest of the draft goes, but can definitely be our best scorer on the team. Bradley Beal, very, very, very good pickup for our second selection. We have a pretty good space out now between guards. I could probably find another 2 guard and make him a point guard, or find another power forward and make him a small forward. We're in a very good position right now, so let's hope for another good pick. And again, if it's a duplicate team, I'll re-roll. We get the Denver Nuggets. Hey, yo, let's go, baby. Y'all know I'm picking the absolute beast, Nikola Jokic. I'm definitely picking up Jokic for this first little pickup here. I mean, obviously with the guard play I was just talking about, Jamal Murray, a very good player. I think he had kind of a game winner against the Washington Wizards last night, as you guys are watching this video. Played really well that game. Finally, I was hoping for another sort of breakout Jamal Murray game, because in the playoffs, we all saw Jamal Murray in the playoffs. Man, he looked like he was gonna be like a top 5, contending point guard in the NBA, and then it sort of just fell off, and then now he started to climb his way back up to better branded NBA basketball, which I was hoping for. But dude, Jokic is MVP candidate, willing his team to a better record. Dude's balling out. He's having a crazy little month and a half-ish span of games that are really good. So we got Bradley Beal, Pascal Siakam, and Nikola Jokic. Not the greatest interior defense for my team, but hey, we're having really good ball movement, I can tell. So, pick number 4 right now. Again, cross your fingers for a good pick. Let's see. The Memphis Grizzlies. Okay. I did have Memphis in my last video, and I think I also had a backcourt of Damian Lillard and John Morant. No spoilers, by the way. Sorry if you haven't seen that video. Make sure you do. But that's definitely not bad. A backcourt of Ja and Bradley Beal. Kind of like with De'Aaron Fox and Damian Lillard, 2 very different guards. Can both probably play point guard. I mean, I'm sure Bradley Beal handles the ball a lot. Obviously, with Russell Westbrook there, he probably doesn't need to, but I'm sure he definitely did a lot last year. I'm not entirely sure. I don't really remember how the Wizards played last year, but 2 very good on the ball guards. Ja, driving, athleticism, power, pretty decent Siakam, Nikola Jokic. That would have been good to have him. I could have picked, Jamal Murray at my point guard, and then I would have had Jaren at my 5, but I think this is definitely a more sound team, at least in my opinion, so not bad. Okay, sorry. My neighbor, for some reason, just loves to be very loud at 2:30 in the morning. My neighbor loves to be loud at this time period, but let's get this roll done with. The last roll, please. Again, if it's a dupe, I'll re-roll. It's a duplicate. It's the 76ers. I guess I could pick Ben Simmons, but again, it's a duplicate team. I really want to get new teams when I do these, so if I don't, over time, I'll just go back to the Sixers if I keep getting more duplicate teams, but the Charlotte Hornets, okay, it's a new team. If that's cheating, and in your eyes it is, then it's cheating. I suck. I'm the worst human being ever. I apologize, but, so we need a small forward, and fair enough. The Hornets actually have a pretty decent small forward right now in Gordon Hayward, so that might be the pickup, that might be the move. I mean, their best player, the pick maybe arguably is LaMelo Ball, but we already have great ball play already in John Morant and Bradley Beal. We need a 3. We have Siakam and Jokic. I think Gordon Hayward would actually be like a perfect fit for this team, if I'm being honest. Doesn't need to play with the ball in his hands a lot. That's obviously Bradley Beal's job. We have Jokic on the inside. We have a very capable driving point guard in John Morant, more of a playmaker in him. Hopefully, hopefully one day he becomes a better one at that. But Gordon Hayward can just be like with Pascal Siakam. He'd be a very good, corner 3-point shooter. Can create his own shots when he needs to. Good on the ball, off the ball player. Not the greatest defender, but I think gets the job done. So I think his team might be even better than. No, I can't say that. They have LeBron and Lillard. I can't say that. But his team's maybe a more well set, put together team with John Morant, Bradley Beal, Gordon Hayward, Pascal Siakam, Nikola Jokic. Guys, that's a pretty good team. I'm not gonna lie. That might be a more fun team to watch, but definitely the first team with Dame and LeBron and Joel Embiid, that might just be the more dominant team, like a team to win a title. But I think team number 2 might be a more fun team to watch. But okay, guys, this is going to be the last team, and I think with this one, the last one, let's make it special. We are going to do an all-time team. I could pick any player in this team's franchise history. If you guys would like an entire video of me doing this, where I pick a player from the franchise's history, definitely let me know down in the comments if you guys want me to do that, or obviously just give this video some love, and I'll do a part 3 doing an all-time team one. So I think this is a pretty cool idea. I've never really seen anyone do it this way, but I am. Okay, all-time team, best player available, any team. I don't care if it's a duplicate or not. We get the Miami Heat. Dang, man. Oh, man. You know what? I could take right now prime LeBron James. Like, literally in his prime LeBron. But, oh, man. But then, again, there's obviously Michael Jordan. There's obviously Kobe Bryant. But after them, Dwayne Wade is the 3rd greatest shooting guard of all time. He's such an amazing player, so underrated. And I could snag LeBron with a Laker team pick or a Cavs team pick. I could still find a way to get LeBron. If I even get Miami again, I'll take LeBron. Oh my god. I can't. I have to take LeBron. He's arguably the greatest player of all time. I can't. I have to take LeBron. I'm sorry to all the D-Wade fans out there. I was almost tempted. I almost talked myself into it, but it's LeBron James. It's prime LeBron James. Miami Heat LeBron James. So I gotta take LeBron. So first player, LeBron. I could play him at the point guard or the center. I don't care. Doesn't matter. Okay. Team number 2. Let's see. All-time player. We got the Memphis Grizzlies. Okay. With that, I'm going to pick up prime. Oh, wait. Yeah, wait. I was thinking about taking prime Marcus Gasol. Because obviously prime Marcus Gasol's a great player. I think he was a defensive player of the smart big man in his heyday. Don't let this Laker jersey, Marc Gasol, prove you wrong. But dude, there's some amazing centers in NBA history. Oh my God! You know what? I think I might have to take Pau. Play Pau Gasol at the 4. Pau Gasol in Memphis was a really good player. Obviously with the Lakers he was more champion, very smart player, but in his heyday in Memphis he was still a very good player. And then it leaves open that 5 spot for a Hakeem, Shaq, Kareem player like that. That would really make a big boom on my team. I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna have Pau Gasol at my 4. That might be very controversial, but if you think it throughout history, I think there are a lot more greater centers than great power forwards. No offense to any of those players, but I think it makes sense. So I'm gonna have LeBron at the 3, Pau Gasol at the 4. That might be a little bit risky, but hey, risky business over here on ASMballeR. So team number 3, let's hope for a GOAT team. Come on. We have Portland. Okay. You know, I could go with Damian Lillard again, but I'm not going to. I'm actually going to take arguably the best player in Blazer history, and it's still very up for debate. I mean, offensively, Damian takes the cake no matter what you think of it. If you think of team value, Damian Lillard takes the cake no matter what. Even team accolades, it's Damian Lillard who takes the cake. But if we're talking about NBA talent all around, very little guards back in his heyday could defend like Clyde Drexler. Not the greatest, but very good. Average, I think, over 2 steals a game a season. Dude is an immaculate player, 6'7" guard, big for his size, played above the rim, could shoot later in his career. Very good player. So I'm going to take Clyde Drexler at the 2, LeBron at the 3, Pau Gasol at the 4. That's not bad at all. We are now on to team number 4. I keep wanting to say player number 4, but it's both if you want to say it that way. We have Clyde, LeBron, Pau Gasol. Let's see what we can get for team number 4. Hopefully, again, a GOAT team. We need a big-time center here. Let's see what we can get. Okay, we get the New Orleans Pelicans. And with that, I think I have to go with Chris Paul, right? Because, I mean, we have Clyde at the 2. And although Chris Paul is sort of an undersized guard, being around 6'1", we do have a bigger guard in Clyde at 6'7". We have a bigger forward in LeBron at 6'9", 6'8", 250. Big boys to guard the perimeter. Don't really need Chris Paul to be that crazy defender that he was. He was a really good, player to get steals and things like that. Passing lanes, that's the word I was looking for. A very good passing lane player. And obviously a maestro with the basketball. If you look at Chris Paul's stats in like 2008 to 2009, like even early Clippers Chris Paul, but we're always talking about the New Orleans Pelicans Chris Paul, or New Orleans Hornets Chris Paul. Very good player. Willed his team to a playoff series before. Definitely a good floor general. So I think that's even perfect for an all-time team because he can definitely be a very good head of our offense, a very good coach on the court. So I'm taking Chris Paul at my point guard, Clyde at the 2, LeBron at the 3, Pau Gasol at the 4. We need a center. Obviously, we have Pau Gasol at the 4, so we need, a Laker, a Rocket, a Spur, a player like that. So let's cross our fingers, get the video like for some luck. I'm gonna need some luck here because we need a very specific style of player. And we get the Orlando Magic. Wow. We actually have a pretty decent selection of centers all time. We could go more new school and pick up Nikola Vucevic. Pretty decent big man, more of a stretch big, hit mid-range, maybe Laker Shaq. If it was Laker Shaq, no doubt about it, I would take, Shaq from the LA Laker days, but prime Dwight was really good, dude. Like, really good. Good offense, good defense, good run. I mean, they played through him on a team that was really good. That made it all the way to the NBA Finals, so you really can't take that away from Dwight. I know Dwight is a very clowned player, obviously. Finally now winning a title this year, or this past year on the Lakers. Not really being anything more after his days in Orlando, but you cannot take those great years from Dwight away. And sure, you could take Shaq. I think Shaq would be a great pick here. Again, you can take Shaq if you want to. That's totally fine, but I'm going to take prime Dwight Howard at my center position. So we have Chris Paul, Clyde Drexler, LeBron James, Pau Gasol, and prime Dwight Howard at my all-time 5. Again, if you guys want me to do a whole video where I do all-time teams, let me know down in the comments. I think that was a pretty cool idea. Yeah, guys, I think that's gonna be it for me. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this video. I'm so sorry about my name is upstairs. Their schedule seems to have changed, where I have to stay up super late in order to film, but it looks like they are even being very loud and annoying at 2:30 in the morning. So it is what it is, I guess. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you want to see more, make sure you like the video. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel and come back